What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where in this one I have the most updated injury report that we can possibly have. Kind of perfect timing right as I was getting off of work from my day job. Kind of information started rolling out. Colts listing what they're doing, starting to see the reporters talk about the Raiders are doing. So let's go over this, starting with the Raiders. Brock Bowers, who was limited Wednesday, did not practice Thursday or Friday. When he didn't practice Thursday, we talked about, hey, he's probably going to sit out. It feels like he could end up sitting out. Pete Carroll was confident that he was going to be able to go. But I guess there was some sort of workout or whatever today, and less confidence now. Feels like he's not going to be playing. They also went ahead and ruled out Michael Mayer, who's been dealing with a concussion. He was limited all week in practice. He is not going to be playing. So down their top two tight ends, they did activate Albert O. Some people, especially those that play fantasy football, would probably know that name. Got drafted by the Broncos. A lot of promise with him, just never really panned out. But overall, Raiders going to be down their top two tight ends. Now, on the linebacker front, we also have Brennan Jackson. He's going to be good to go. Doesn't carry an injury designation. Actually, as I sit here, matter of fact, he doesn't have an injury designation because they put him on IR. So never mind, not good to go. He with a foot injury, foot/IR. Never seen that on the injury report, but that is the current status there. Then you have Justin Shorter, tight end, wide receiver. He's labeled as a wide receiver on the ESPN depth chart, but on this injury report, he's listed as a tight end. He has an illness, but he went from did not practice to limited participant to full participant. He's good to go. Also, DeCameron Richardson, who's at the very end of the cornerback depth chart there with the Raiders. But he was a full participant all week with a hamstring. He's good to go. Eric Stokes is going to be one that's going to be interesting to watch. That's probably going to be a see how he feels pregame sort of thing. And with that being 10 a.m. local time for the Raiders, and somebody that deals with, knee and back stuff myself, I would assume that early might be a little bit of an issue for him. We'll see how that goes. But Eric Stokes is currently questionable. And then Max Crosby, as expected, even though he was a limited participant Thursday with the knee injury, ends up practicing fully on Friday, and he's going to be good to go. Now let me see here just to make sure. I believe, that's it for the Raiders. And then for the Colts, what are we looking at here? Well, we have some players that popped up here just because of rest: DeForest Buckner, Samson Ebicom, Braden Smith, Grover Stewart, Charvarius Ward. All those guys had rest days. They're all good to go. Zaire Franklin was a full participant Thursday and Friday. He's good to go. Matt Gonzalez is good to go with his toe injury. He was full participant on Thursday and Friday. We also have Tyler Goodson, running back, with a groin injury. He is going to be out this week, and in his place, and not necessarily, of course, DJ Giddens is going to be the number 2, but the Colts have elevated running back Amir Abdullah, who has had different spots in his career where he's made impactful plays. He's a really good special teamer, so being able to have him out there could be really beneficial for us this week. So he's going to be taking the place of Tyler Goodson on the active roster this week. Tyquan Lewis with his oblique injury is questionable, limited participant Thursday and Friday. Kenny Moore obviously not practicing this week. He's out. The big one, we thought we were going to get Alec Pierce back. He practiced fully on Wednesday and Thursday, and then apparently he just didn't feel right after Thursday, and he ends up not practicing Friday. He is once again going to be out. So, and if you remember at the tail end of last year, he got a concussion. So in a calendar year, getting a couple different concussions. So just hope for the best there. I'm somebody who, when I was younger playing football, different concussions, and back then we didn't really know much about concussions, didn't worry about concussions really. And so I still deal with migraines that seemingly come from concussions from when I was younger. And so just hope the best for him, and hope he's going to be okay, and hope we can get him back on the field. But this does seem like a big A.D. Mitchell redemption game, because for everything that happened last week, say what you want about A.D., he's just more talented than Ashton Dulin. Ashton Dulin is reliable in different ways. He's the best blocker we have. So I would assume on running plays. He's definitely going to be in there. Play action plays. It'll probably be more of a split. We're probably not going to see as much of A.D. Mitchell this week as we did last week, but A.D. Mitchell is going to be on the field, and I expect him to, at some point, be able to make a play for us and to be on the field and have a little bit of a redemption. Hopefully he's able to get in the end zone and at least hold on to the ball this time so that people feel better about him going forward. But Alec Pierce is out. Michael Pittman Jr., on the other hand, who, when it came out on Thursday that Alec Pierce was a full participant 2 days and then Michael Pittman Jr. was limited due to a hamstring, I thought Alec Pierce is in, Michael Pittman Jr. is out. Come Friday, that switched. Michael Pittman Jr. was a full participant and he has no injury designation. We will have wide receiver 1, so we're going to be rolling with Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, A.D. Mitchell, Ashton Doolin, Anthony Gould. Those are going to be our guys this upcoming week. Then Daniel Scott. Believe Daniel Scott gets put on the IR once again with a knee injury, got ruled out. And let's see, yeah, we have placed safety Daniel Scott on the IR. So once again, knee issues popping up for Daniel Scott. Just the way his career has gone, so much talent, and his career really getting derailed because of his lower body issues and finding his way on the IR once again. And then again, the bottom 3 guys here are rest guys. So what else did the Colts do as we go into Sunday? We have signed cornerback Chris Lamons, a name that plenty of us know. He's making his way back on the roster from the practice squad. Gets put up on the 53-man roster from the practice squad. Special teams utility, cornerback depth. He's almost certainly going to be active. You don't bring a guy up from practice squad unless you need him to be active, because here's the thing, right? We also bring up cornerback Mike Hilton, right? So in the NFL, you can have a guy on the practice squad. You can activate him 3 times. If you need to activate him any more than 3 times, you have to sign him to the 53-man roster. So Mike Hilton is going to continue to get activated from the practice squad until Kenny's back. So it'll be interesting to see what we decide to do with the way the cornerback room is looking right now. If Mike Hilton continues to play well, my expectation is that they continue to elevate him. If they have to go a 4th week, I assume that's going to be something that happens. And I would expect that at some point he gets added to the active roster, right? We're a good team. Maybe he wants to go somewhere else, after this, where he has an opportunity to play and really be meaningful on a team. But as long as we continue winning, he might want to stay here. And having him here with Kenny, obviously had the calf issue in the preseason and training camp. So keeping him around now that Kenny's dealing with the Achilles, I think would be a good move. And so hopefully we see that happen. Hopefully he sticks around for the entire year. And hopefully sooner rather than later we're able to get Jalen Jones back at some point, because we definitely need to get some depth back in that cornerback room. Going to be interesting to see what happens. Mekhi Blackman is who we should expect to start at the other corner spot, mixed in with some we should expect to see Jonathan Edwards. And I think Zach Hicks has done a good job of being on Twitter talking about, Jonathan Edwards, when you see him on the field, he's kind of that dime package. What we talked about in the preseason, where Hunter Wohler was going to be a guy you could see in the dime package as that 6 DB. Jonathan Edwards has been that 6 DB, and obviously had a big pass breakup this past week on a 3rd down, 3rd and 11. I believe it was on Puka, actually. So got some meaningful snaps coming for guys that haven't been on the field a whole lot this upcoming week. And they're going to have to play big time going up against Geno. Luckily, this isn't the most powerful offense we're going to play all year. So with some of the injuries that we have, I still think this should work in our favor. I still don't see this really being a close game, to be completely honest with you. But this is the NFL. This is any given Sunday. And, there are different games that for no reason, like the Bills and Saints, that should have been a blowout. Saints honestly had a chance to take the lead sort of late in that game. They tried a trick play. Chris Olave floated the ball too much. Spencer Rattler was wide open for a touchdown. But, bad pass late. Took too long to get there. Ends up intercepted. Bills end up winning the game. So Whatever the case, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I do expect us to still be able to overcome these injuries, be able to win. Everybody's dealing with injuries. Obviously, the Raiders are missing some key guys, including Brock Bowers is likely to be out. And of course, we will be live on this channel during the game. A lot of people that come by channel and hang out, they're watching the game, but they're also on the stream, paying attention and in the chat and hanging out and whatnot. So feel free to be one of those people. We had a great time last week, biggest stream we ever had on this channel. Let's see if we can outdo it tomorrow, right? And let's continue growing. Let's continue the big community feel. Love the community. Love that people show up. So come hang out with us tomorrow during the game. Gonna have plenty more content as the days and weeks roll on. So if you enjoy the content, hit that like button for me. Helps in the algorithm, helps grow the channel, and make sure you guys subscribed with notifications on so you get notified for any time we go live or have any content on this channel. Of course, appreciate you stopping by for another video. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.